ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Try Not to Grin. Guess what I did? I left my fucking GNC bottle still in the way. I always leave it right across my desk, but when I sit down, it's in line of my sight, so it's blocking the screen, but traditionally, it wouldn't be. Also, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you clean shaven, well, not clean, you know I'm saying. I trimmed up my grossness, which you guys can't see from that far away, but needless to say, gave myself a haircut. We're ready to get right on into it. Feeling fresh. Anyways, also, maybe like a douche, but we're not perfect here, alright? Reveling in our flaws. Maybe not. Maybe make little improvements every day and fix that shit. Is this a Christmas mug? Probably not. Probably. We're gonna go with... Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna stop benchmarking these because, you know, it's, it may, honestly, could I just cut the shit real quick before we get into the memes and weirdness? By the way, hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Try Not to Grin, a series that we made on the channel where we're basically messing around in our Discord tab called Memes. The series that you guys basically flourish and make whole. Cool. Anyway, sorry, so that's what we're about to get into. Cool. Also, side thing, just in case anyone's wondering, also, I've now linked in the comments, put in the comments why my hands are the way they are, because I've seen a lot of people asking questions on the Let It Die tab, or Let It Die comments video. In the Let It Die video, people were asking about it, so I made it a thing now, so people can just check the comments. So if you ever see that comment in the comments about people asking about my hands, just go look at the video description, and it should be there. Anywho, unless it's an old ass video. But anyways, if I just can be real with you guys, Warframe is starting to take its toll on me, alright? I like it a lot, but it's starting to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I've dumped, like, this has been the only game I've played in the last, 3 months. And it's getting a bit much, especially when I've only made a dent. So yeah, there's not that much games out right now, man. That's where I'm kind of just twiddling my thumbs. The Last of Us came out, and that was not something that I wanted to experience because I don't like sorrow and sadness. So no. But now I'm kind of just sitting there I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm waiting for a game to come out so that I can seize the day. But no game has come out that I want to play recently. But for the time being, there's nothing here. So for those guys who are like, man, you're really just spamming out these Try Not to Grins, it's partially because of that. It's because it's the one thing that I feel like it's fun, fresh, and interesting to do. Whereas I could just do more Warframe, but that seems like just gonna make me go a little mental, you know. Also, I really don't like doing it anymore, where I start making content for a game when there is nothing to cover in terms of what I want to cover. So what I mean by that, I could make 1,000 videos on Warframe, but there'd be no point to it. I want to make sure I have a weapon that I'm interested in, and I want to show you guys, and then I can deliver it. Same thing with anything. I want to make sure there is a reason and a centerpiece to the video. Yeah, and in this video, the centerpiece, easily enough, is you guys. It's your guys' weird taste in humor and goofiness, and that humor reflecting who you are to some extent. And also, weirdly, I can get on my soapbox and get shit out of my brain that's been, permeating in there for such a long time. Which is also quite helpful, because in the last Try Not to Grin, we definitely were again, the one thing I want to make known, I don't want to be perceived as preachy. I do my best to realize how different people's values could be, and that's okay, and that I have my way of thinking and you have your way of thinking, etc. But oftentimes when I see something, I'm just kind of sitting here how do I feel about that? And then I just talk, and then I end up coming across preachy. But no, at a base level, I'm very much do you? Do you be happy and try to make the best of the world? Cool. Anyways, memes. Sorry, just get rid of a lot of that. Also, I don't know what's happened to the podcast. I've really went a long time without uploading a part because I just haven't really been thinking about stories as much as I normally do, because I'm trying to work on myself and all these things and become a better person. Memes. Memes. Sorry, not an update. Memes. Who, Carthage, you weird son of a bitch. Carthage says, that face you make when the water splashes on your asshole while taking a... Personally, well, this is contradictive, because you say a huge ha-da-da. Now, I'm not sure, maybe this is kind of real nasty, but if it's really ha-da-da, then it's just gonna it's gonna be a boat. It's gonna go, whoosh. Not gonna be like unless you somehow have like yeah, that just doesn't make sense. It's a contradictive. If it's big, then it theoretically makes contact and then it loses momentum as it falls in. Unless it's shaped like some sort of bottle rocket where it's just like all at once and there's no contact. Maybe something's wrong with your asshole. The poops you're taking are just all weird, misshapen poops. Anyways, yuck. I don't know why. There's some people who are like, dude, I can talk about shit all the time. And I kind of get it if you have like children or something, because poop means nothing to you anymore because kids are shit factories. But I've never been a fan. I've also never been a fan of like people ripping ass and then being like, dude, that was the funniest thing ever. And I'm just like, that's nasty. It smells like shit in here. Why is this funny? I laugh at my uncomfortableness, not at like the prospect of feces being around me or feces particles. Anyways, gross. I'm grossing myself out with my speech, the words I'm choosing to use. Me and the boys on the 4th hour of our last EDH game for tonight. Last game of the night though, just to like, yeah, when you're like, one more game, and you're all like, okay, we got Mr. Incredible, big ass. There's always that one guy in the friend group who's just like, yeah, by the way, I either have great genetics or I exercise like a monster because I'm depressed, but because of health as well. And then there's the one who's just like, fuck it, I say inappropriate jokes and I got a fucking big ass beer gut and I always say edgy things, but will you accept me anyway? Cool, knowing that I'm not the bad person that I may sound like. Who? And then there's the knowledge one who tries way too hard and constantly knows who's fucking up but doesn't say anything because it would ruin the friendship, or says everything and proceeds to still be your friend somehow, the parasitic person that weasels his way in. And then there's the guy who's just hanging on by a thread. The guy who's just like, I thought about killing myself yesterday. Whatever, John, heal me, please. I'm not, very rarely do I go that deep. I do my best. Like, I do my best to not get canceled. I do my best to be like, oh, is that no? Probably not okay. Maybe we should edit it out. It's only in moments like one like this where I recognize the nonsense. Then I'm like, maybe I can people can know I'm not trying to be an evil bastard. So apparently China is considering sending 200 ducks into Pakistan to help with the locust problems they are having. We've reached the send in the ducks level of 2020. Whoever suspected there was such a thing? Why does China have a strategic duck stockpile? Why don't we have a strategic duck pile? Release the Quacken. Was that also I thought it was a Drake thumbnail, so I thought it was China. Anyway, sorry. First of all, this could be nonsense. Like, this could not be a thing. It's Twitter, who knows? But I feel like that's like everyone would agree that that's a bad call, not only because it's just ludicrous, but because there's like so much data about what kind of fucking problems happen when people are like, yeah, let's play Mother Earth and Mother Earth, sure. Let's go ahead and send this group of animals into this ecosystem and then be shocked when there's no predators and there's mass breeding and then every bit of foliage you have just gets decimated and you're like, yeah, maybe that was a bad idea to give, a ton of these ducks over to this place. Only for them to have an abundance of food and no predators, meaning an insane rocketing of population, and then the decimating of wildlife, plants and all these things. But then it's Pakistan, so who knows if that's even a thing? It's desert. I don't know nothing but nothing. All I'm saying is if a fucking duck came at me, I always see those videos where a duck is like being real hostile to human beings, and I'm like, listen, man, I'm not trying to be evil, but fucking smack that duck in the face. Like, what is happening? Like, you're just like, yeah. He's like, oh no, it's charging me. I would punt that duck back. Like, what? I wouldn't boot him. I just like nudge him back. Like, what? What, are you doing this? And then if he kept coming at me, I'd probably kick him. I'd fucking kick a duck straight in the jaw. What is your problem? Get off me. Anyway, I'm Canadian. We club seals. Fuck off. Come at me, trash. The only exception is dogs and cats. No, I'm playing. I think a lot of things are too cute to you. I struggle killing spiders, and I fucking hate spiders. Just slowly scroll on. You saw nothing while I stopped. Is it because of that kicking comment? I'll fuck you up too. Unless you shoot me in the fucking skull, I have enough will to get to you. I'll bite your fucking neck. I may not get through because of your thick ass fur and muscle fibers and shit, but I'll make you remember me, you rat fuck. When everything goes too well for 3 days in a row. The most disgusting face I made, but some shit's about to go down. I get you. I feel you. At this point, I'm literally like. Some people are like, it's just another thing that goes to hell, and I'm just like, something's gonna happen. I'm a psycho who's like, what's next? I'm like, I'm already broken. Come at me. I hate this more than words can describe. The perfect tattoo doesn't exist. See, now this implies you like your nipples getting fiddled. Now, that being said, you do whichever you gotta do. We live in a world people get off getting punched in the throat, like stomped in the face. So who knows? I think this is the least weird, but kind of, I don't know, it's a weird thing. There's nothing more. The only thing that would make this worse is if the dude had like a gross ass nipple hair ring, which, you know, I say it's a person who has that, unfortunately. You have no hair over your entire body. Why do you grow here? Okay, great. Why is this a thing? I have the bare ass chest. Whatever reason, a little tiny bit of hair on my nipple. Doesn't make any sense. Why? Why, God? Why have you done this to me? With that being said, though, appreciate the no like chest hair thing. Not a fan. I know some girls are into it. No thanks. Me watching Mulan. Awesome drum beat starts. Me. I won't sing me, I won't sing me, I won't, let's get down to business, okay? Actually, I hear great things about Mulan. I don't remember watching it. I remember watching it, I kind of get the gist of it, but I don't know. It just, to me, I think it was like one of those first moments where like I felt like something I should enjoy this, but I just didn't really click, you know? Yeah. It's weird. It's like one of those things where like there's nothing bad about this at all, but something just does not sync. It's not syncing up. Anyway, also, this is some just shit. I have the most pointy elbows imaginable. It's like it actually slices, like it's literally this, and then it just goes to a very brutal point. It's very weird. I'm not sure if there's any way you can see it besides the fact that it's like literally pushing the fabric of my clothes back because of how sharp it is. Weirdness. Got like sharp bones. Anyways, I also got a tailbone. I swear to fucking God, I should have been like I'm like an experiment that it went wrong. I was born with webbed hands, and then I had to slice my hands in so I could actually move them. Weird. I also love the water. Doesn't help the whole thing. I also had canines like crazy. I also have a tailbone like no one's business. And I also have like I pretty decent hearing. I can smell really well. I got great eyesight. Even though my parents don't. Things will get back to normal by July. I personally like the ones that are like more like, hey, aliens. And I'm like, cool. And then people are like, well, too bad that aliens thing didn't happen. And then the fucking people put on a tinfoil hat and they're like, it didn't happen. And they covered it up. And well, actually, this month we got like the weird Harvey Weinstein or whatever his name is. No, Epstein. That's it. Epstein didn't kill himself. That one. There's like a new case, like a new woman who came forward who's like a part of it. She's gonna have gotten suicided by somebody, which is such a term. How do you manage pain? Exercise. Yoga. I don't know what you mean. Fluffy, you coming at me with your problem? I don't know what that is. Lina, I don't know what that says. Alcohol, acupuncture, / massage. Those should not be in the same category. One is like very much good for you, and then the other one is just fucking voodoo science, or like woo woo. Anyways, heroin, Jesus, pain meds, or I simply live with the pain. Solid Snake. The first edgelord, some would say. Some would say. I love saying that. Just about anything. Insert anything that's like you don't want to take credit for. Some say, You're just like, you're just not taking responsibility for what you're saying. Regardless, the whole exercise thing is a pretty like genuine thing. Or like I notice my emotions and everything were like super imbalanced. Like I would just feel stressed out of my mind. I'd feel angry. I'd feel worried about the future. I'd feel everything, man. I'd feel anxiety like you would not believe. I would feel lost at every emotion you could possibly feel. And I exercised. And no shit. It like to me it kind of just makes sense to where like if we're evolved to like move and to like have an abundance of energy and to honestly be threat detectors, like to understand threat and to do that. It would make sense that it doesn't just stop within like a snap of the fingers. You still have an abundance of energy that your body is going to put towards something. It's not like it's just going to be like, well, we're not going to use this. No, it's going to try to find threat. That's why like you can meet a person in Somalia who's like living in a hut that happens to have a way happier life, even though he has a way less expectancy to live and all that stuff. Human beings adapt to their environment. So if there is no threat or anything to really take your mind off of things, that energy will go to some place. That's why I think in the West you hear about people who are canceling this person, or a person who just had an outburst for no reason here, and that's also a giant reason. It's just people have an abundance of energy with them. And it's not normal. Burn off energy. Yeah. But yes, live with the pain and all the weirdness. Sure. I don't know what it is. When I start talking now, maybe it's because it's allergy season. What do you call it? My nose just like the very back of my goddamn throat. It's just like, it's like there's something in there. I'm like, trying to get it out of my like mouth nose connector. Anyways, Fluff says, if a woman is uncomfortable watching you, ooh, I shouldn't have committed so much to this one. She, A, has intimacy issues. B is frigid. C, needs to sit somewhere else on the bus. Okay. I'll be honest, well done. You typically like you're always uploading cute meme of like animals and shit. This one is not like deep, but it's at least pretty like, oof, really? Like, you're not doing stuff on the bus, invading other people's privacy and putting them in this uncomfortable place. Trash. Little yapping dickhead suddenly doesn't like loud noises. Ooh. It sucks to suck, doesn't it? I like the little yapping dickhead next door doesn't like when we pop off fireworks. Trash. God. But if I go out to pick lemons, his ass is on me in 10 seconds, wrecking my ears with his fucking banshee ass scream voice. No one. God, after every month of 2020. More. Don't stop. They keep fucking doing stupid ass shit. Suffering sometimes makes something happen. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We're gonna do another one of these, because I am just thoroughly enjoying it. I filmed some Warframe today. Fucking, we got Wukong. God, he's so fun to play, and he's just my jam. Also, who doesn't love the Monkey King himself? If you don't like Wukong, if you put Thor above Wukong, I disagree. Then again, if you've watched the Avengers, then maybe I would agree that he's above, but not even Thor, but the guy who plays Thor, who just seems like the most charming person ever, albeit a little touchy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, wait. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you immensely. For everyone who does the little things, like the video. I see that. Makes me real happy. Makes me think I'm doing something right. Also, there's a subscribe button right over there, as well as 2 videos further that way. Also, just as some other thing, people who share the video and shit, that's on a different level. I don't know why you do what you do, but you're amazing. And again, like I always like to say, I don't deserve you, but I'll do my best to. Anyways, thank you and goodbye. I always feel like it's a little cheesy. Not true, but it's definitely cheesy. Anyways.